Okay, so I'm trying to do some panel shots. So this is my second shot in my Crossbones versus Bucky Cap panel that I'm going to try out. I think I'm going to do a total of maybe 3 to 4 panels altogether. The first panel was Crossbones attempting to butcher Bucky Cap with the giant cleaver blade, and is bouncing. I was hitting Bucky Cap's shield. So let's go ahead and see the second panel here. So basically, he's knocked the cleaver back with his shield, and he's proceeded to grab Crossbones by the jacket. So got the cutout there. Got the Mandroid still knocked down. Put some extra fire in the scene this time. Need to light it up a little better to get that fire looking like it's burning. Probably mess around with the lighting some more before I take the picture. Got a few of my lights off right now. Was trying to charge up some of the batteries for some of my other different lights I bought that I haven't used yet. I want to test them out, see how they work. Adding a little bit of light from a couple of these LEDs, illuminating some different things. There's a close-up shot. Might want to shoot it from this angle like I did the last one. Something like that. Kind of need to get that cleaver in there a little better. Maybe I'll shine a little light on it. Try to bring it out a little more. I think I might adjust the posing on Crossbones a little, but I think this is a cool little second panel. See what I do with the third panel. Probably do a little shield to the side of the head of Crossbones, or kick in the gut, or something like that. Alright, hey everybody, it's Major Reaction. I'm going to go ahead and show you some things I got in the mail. Just got this one in the other day. I think I paid $12 shipped for this one. And that's actually a really great deal. These figures always go for $18 or above. Usually $24 if I get it from the local comic shop where they have these in stock. So $12 shipped in the box and everything. It might have been played with before, but it doesn't really matter. Still a great deal. Alright, next package. This one's coming in from Jose Martinez. I think we either set this deal up through Marvel Legends Alliance, or actually probably the Daily Planet, more than likely, because this isn't a Marvel item, but I'm really stoked to get this in. These are my first particular figures from this line, and I've really been waiting to get my hands on these, and I got them for a really good price, about 30, a little less than 30 a piece. So we got Acid Rain, Bob, Buck's team, and then we got Agard's Infantry. So these are my very first Acid Rain pickups, and after I bust these bad boys open, I'll probably have a new line to start collecting and taking all my money away. So big shout out to Jose Martinez. Thanks for hooking it up. I bought these off him, and then a couple days later he was looking for a Hope. So I hooked him up with my Hope for a pretty good price, because I really didn't have any plans for her. Not really interested in that character, so figured I'd hook him up for helping me out with these. And I can't wait to open these up and do some really cool outdoor shots with them, and post some stuff in the Acid Rain World group that I just joined. Alright, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so I just busted open these Acid Rain figures, and I have to say, these things are tons of fun. Just busted them out of the packaging a few minutes ago, and I've just been spending the last few minutes just messing around, with the little accessories and features and messing around with the articulation. And these things are crazy articulated. The articulation rivals that of most imports, like just crazy amounts of articulation. It's ridiculous. Like, great articulation, double jointed knees, ankle pivots all the way around, just awesome figures. They feel like this one's really, the joints on this one's really tight, so when I go to like do a knee pose, at least in the legs, it's really tight, so I guess I kind of have to mess with the leg a little more and move the portion that I want to bend a little. But I would say it's not really a problem unless you're trying to just grab it because you might accidentally break it. But the arm joints are a little more lenient with flexibility, and they're really good too. They're like, get more than a 90 degree on the turn. Just let's get some more light on this guy. So you can get more than 90 degrees on the elbow. You have wrist swivel and wrist hinge, which I also be kind of careful with the wrist hinge because it feels kind of awkward when you're moving it. The joints on these things feel a little fragile. Most of the pieces can come off and they're held together with these little plastic pegs. But for the most part, they're good. I would just, if you're gonna get in a little crazy of a pose, you might want to take the joint out and adjust it itself and then put it back in. The detail on these guys is just insane. The detail, the weathering, the paint jobs on these compared to a Joe. The Joe's just kind of flat and basic color. This guy has tons of weathering, tons of detail, tons of cool stuff. A lot of detail. You probably can't even see all of it right now just because the way I have my light set up. I'm just kind of informally looking at this. This isn't a review or anything. I just want to show you guys how crazy articulation is on these because I was kind of skeptic at first before I had actually got these in. Got the upper diaphragm crunch swivel going on and it works pretty decently. Arms can go all the way up, in, around. Really cool, really good articulation on the neck. Watch, I'll pull off the head really quick for you guys. Just pulls right off. Now it pulls off in a couple separate places. See, so I pulled it. The neck post comes out of there. It can come right off of it. So I have the figure's head, this little hoodie piece that comes from it, and then the neck piece. That's the neck post right there. So to get the little hoodie piece off, you just pull this part off. Just pull the head off. Comes right off. Then you can put some of the other heads and stuff on him. He comes with this other head right here. And you can pop on the little dome helmet with that. Almost looks like that Kerberos Protect gear I picked up from Revoltech. With that head, you can throw the pilot, like the piloting gear, the mech head or whatever you want to call it, on there. Sorry, I'm trying to get some better light. My lighting is all out of focus for this, so I was ready for shooting video, photos, not video right now. Maybe it's like zoom on my camera. I'm gonna zoom out, show you guys my messy table. Okay, so this is like the pilot-y looking head. Like I said, you could take it off and it's like kind of like a gas mask. It's pretty cool. So you just pop that piece on the head post, like so. The head post is kind of like a softer plastic, so it goes on there nice and tight, and then it has full range of motion. It just feels a little odd because I think the rubbery material that this and the head are made out of, they kind of create like a friction. because it's more of like a softer plastic, so it creates more of a friction than the harder plastics. They kind of tend to slide a little easier. So you got to kind of move these around a little and manipulate it a little more to get the head turned and whatnot. But I really like the different options they give you with this figure, this particular figure. Now I found this little piece, like I said, I bought these secondhand. A little pouch comes with it. I bought these secondhand, but they're in really good condition, actually, great condition. So thanks, Jose Martinez. Big hookup with that. Now this part, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if this is supposed to go over the front or the back or the sides or whatever. It's kind of like a little poncho type thingy. What I really want to do is get some little robes that I saw them putting on some of the ones they had for the con exclusive ones they gave out a while ago. I just started getting acid rain, so I'm behind a lot, obviously. But I think I'm gonna pre-order some of the Wave 2 figures that are coming out. Probably the Jack. Maybe get a vehicle or something like that to go with them, because I think these figures are really cool, and I really see myself buying a lot more of these. So there's a look at Bob. I want to give you guys a better close-up look at the Egert's infantry. Comes with this sick minigun, just really cool, awesome little piece, nicely detailed. He looks really clean, really nicely detailed, cool weathering effect and stuff. The weathering effect's kind of hard to show up on here because of the lighting, but if you can see it right there, it's kind of that speckly looking, kind of dirty looking. I like it. And then his little helmet comes off too, so I guess you could pop on probably one of these other helmets for him if you wanted to. So you could like pop on the helmet, the pilot helmet or something, or you could even probably take his head off and put Bob's head on there if you really wanted to. See, there's that neck post. See, and the neck post within the figure moves itself too, so it gives you extra range of motion, which I really like. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to stick Bob's head on the Egert's infantry really quick, which it might not be a very tight, it might not be a very good fit because this ball seems kind of bigger for the Egert's. Seems like it doesn't really want to go on there, but I mean, that works. Looks pretty cool. The only thing is the neck's a little stands out a little bit, but I mean, if I pop the hood on there or something, probably take care of that right away. Go ahead and pop try putting the helmet on him. So these figures are really, really cool, really detailed and articulated, and just a lot of cool stuff going on with these figures. Can't wait to get some more figures and do some outside shots with these guys and see how good that comes out and looks. So stay tuned for all that. Hey everyone, it's Major Reaction coming at you from the Stanislaus River. I'm down here with my family. I'm down here doing some acid rain pictures with my new figures I just got in from Jose Martinez. Really digging these two. I got Bob, and then I got the Egert's infantry. So I got them outside here at the river. I think it's pretty cool looking scene setup. Gonna try a couple different shots, see what looks best. Stay tuned for more. So I'm being pretty risky right now. Found this cool little spot on the river, and I'm gonna set up a little acid rain shot right here if I can get over to it. I've had a couple beers and walking is getting a little harder at the moment. Here we are. Found this cool little spot. Gonna have Bob and his Recuits infantry investigate it. So I'm gonna go ahead and set them up. I'm gonna have the Recuits infantry looking inside, seeing what's going on. He's gonna be down on his knees like he found something. Gonna be kind of looking in there. Maybe kind of holding on to the wall for some support. See how that looks on camera. Zoom in a little. You guys a little more focused there. So I think that looks pretty cool from right now. Gonna have Bob. Maybe have Bob venturing in. Gun drawn, ready to go. Bob's the team leader, so he's gonna check this out himself because might be a little too dangerous for the infantry guy. And Bob's pretty quick-witted, so he'll know what to do if there's an emergency. So I'm gonna have Bob walking up into the hole. Alright, I'm gonna step back and see how that looks. Alright, looks pretty cool. I'm gonna give you guys a little closer view. I'm gonna zoom out a little. Camera's about to die, so good thing I set up this last shot real quick here. So here's where I'm at. This is a big tree trunk I found out here. Just chilling. There's my family chilling over there, playing. And I'm over here playing. So I'm gonna take a couple pictures of this, see how it looks.